Welcome to Blazing Baseball, episode number 174, where we blaze through today's baseball topics, and we are Astros and Yankees fans.
Yes.
So right now on TBS is the Yankees at Blue Jays pregame, which will start in the first pitch is scheduled to start in 9 minutes.
All right.
And
Go Yanks.
Right now, sorry to pronounce this podcast. We have a rain delay with Tampa Bay and the Guardians.
Right. In Cleveland.
Yes.
It's raining in Cleveland.
And then playing now is Cincy at Pitt. And then Kansas City at Detroit. And then warming up, we have the Braves at Nats and the Yanks at Blue Jays and the Orioles at Bum Sox and the Marlins at Mets. Later today, we have the Phillies at Chicago and the White Sox at Twins and the Cards at Brewers and the D-backs at Astros and the A's at Angels and the Dodgers at Padres and the Rangers at Mariners.
Full stack, 15 baseball games today, 30 teams playing for Tuesday, September 27th. Okay. Well, Yankees lost last night 3-2 to the Blue Jays in Toronto. Unfortunately, the Blue Jays scored a run in the bottom of the 10th inning and took out the Yanks. Double and kind of Falefa had a homer, but it wasn't enough. Yankees were held to 6 hits and 2 runs. They gave up 8 hits and 3 runs. The losing pitcher was Schmidt for the Yanks. He's 5-5 for the season. He threw the last inning in the 9th, and he gave up an earned run. His earned run average is 3.35. The starting pitcher, Severino, went for 4 innings. He gave up 3 hits and 2 earned runs. He had 4 strikeouts, and his earned run average is 3.41. The winning pitcher was Maez, and he is 8-0 for this season. He pitched the last inning, shut the Yanks down, had a strikeout, average is 2.91. There were 34,300 fans at Rogers Center in Toronto, where the Yankees were defeated. But the Yankees are back tonight.
Yeah, and also on this podcast, we're going to go over the Yanks and Astros, some injuries.
We'll go. All right.
And so, yes, pitching for the Blue Jays is Jose Barrios with a 5.27 ERA. And pitching for the Yanks is Taillon with a 3.9 ERA. Up first for New York is Judge at center field, batting 314.
Judgy.
And then Rizzo at first base, batting 226.
The Riz.
And then Torres at second base, batting 254. And then Donaldson at third base, batting 226. And then Stanton at DH, batting 211.
Giancarlo.
And then Cabrera at right field, batting 234. And then Connor Falefa at shortstop, batting 265. And then Higashioka at catcher, batting 204. And then Hicks at left field, batting 218. Up first for Toronto is Springer at center field, batting 261. And then Bichette at shortstop, batting 284. And then Guerrero Jr. at DH, batting 276. And then Kirk at catcher, batting 292. And then Chapman at base, batting 235. And then Hernandez at right field, batting 261. And then Tapia at left field, batting 262. And then Merrifield at second base, batting 237. And then Biggio at first base, batting 202.
Astros were off last night, but they're going to play the Diamondbacks.
Yes, so pitching for the D-backs is Zach Davies with a 4.03 ERA, and then pitching for the Astros is Luis Garcia with a 3.9 ERA. Up first for the D-backs is Carroll at left field, batting 256. And then Varsho at center field, batting 240. And then McCarthy at right field, batting 288. and then Walker at first base betting 237, and then Smith at DH betting 216, and then Marte at second base betting 242, and then Rojas at third base betting 263, and then Kelly at catcher betting 211, and then Perdomo at shortstop betting 193. Up first for the Stros is Altuve at second base betting 294, and then Pena at shortstop betting 247, and then Alvarez at DH betting 303, and then Bregman at third base betting 262, and then Tucker at right field betting 260, and then Gurriel at first 38, and then Mancini at left field betting 246, and then Chazzy Fizz McCormick at center field betting 235,
Jazzy
and
Fizz.
then Maldonado at catcher betting 188.
All right. D. Mosen for the D. Okay. Astros got a win tonight. They were off last night. They're well rested.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yanks lost. They got to bounce back.
Yeah, we're playing the D-backs, so that should be they're rebuilding this.
Oh, okay.
This season.
Well, hopefully we'll squeeze by with a victory tonight.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. What do the standings look tonight for September 27th?
In the AL East, the Yanks are 7.5 games over the Blue Jays.
Yay.
In the AL Central, the Guardians are 10 games over the White Sox. In the AL West, the Astros are 17 games over Seattle.
17.
In the NL East, the Mets are 1 game over the Braves and 13 games over the Phillies. And then the Cards and the NL Central are 6.5 games over the Brewers. And then the NL West, the Dodgers are 21 games over the Padres.
Dodgers got 106 victories. Astros have 101. Yankees have 94. What's the wild cards look like tonight?
So, yes, the AL division leaders are the Astros, Yanks, and Cleveland. And then in the AL wild card standings right now, we have Toronto in first, and then the Rays, and then Seattle. And then Baltimore is 3.5 games out.
3.5. All right. They're trying to get in there.
And then the NL division leaders are the Dodgers, Mets, and Cards. And then the wild card right now, we have the Braves, the Dodgers, and the Phillies. And then the Brewers are 1.5 games out.
Yeah, and the Braves are locked in. They're in already. And San Diego's 1.5 behind that, right?
Mm-hmm. The Padres.
So Milwaukee could get in. They're a game and a half out of the wild card. They'd have to knock out Philly. But that's going to be a close race. Coming down to the wire, a lot of action, a lot of important games for all the wild card teams.
Yes, so.
And we're rooting for Judgy to hit a homer. They're kind of pitching around him.
So, yes, according to CBSSports.com, Astros Lance McCullers scratched Tuesday with illness.
Oh, I hope we don't have COVID. Doesn't say. He just got back. He's good, man. He's playing well. Okay. So hopefully he's got a stomach bug or something small, and he'll be back in the next couple of days.
Yes, and also according to CBSSports.com, it says title, Yankees DJ LeMahieu, Wednesday return possible.
Okay, good.
Says, manager Aaron Boone said LeMahieu, with his toe injury, could be activated Wednesday. Brian Hoch of MLB.com reports. Boone said that LeMahieu's rehab process has reached the point of saying, quote, let's go give this thing a go, end quote. However, if he is still unable to play Wednesday, excuse me, he will almost certainly be back for New York's next series against the Orioles.
Okay. And he's 34 years old, batting .267 before he got hurt.
262.
262. Says here, Aaron Judge, Triple Crown watch. Yankee superstar is seeking the second Triple Crown since 1967. As the Major League season winds down, this is the sporting news. All eyes are on the Bronx as Aaron Judge seeks milestone after milestone. Yankee outfielder is already at 60 home runs and counting, but he's also looking for another exceptional, rare achievement, the Triple Crown. Just one Triple Crown has been won since Carl Yastrzemski won it in 1967. Then Miguel Cabrera achieved it in 2012 with the Detroit Tigers.
Judge is up right now, and so we will stay live for his at bat.
Okay.
We will end the podcast for today.
Maybe he's going to hit a home run and tie Roger Maris today.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yep.
A lot of pressure on Judgy. But I would like to see him get a hit. Doesn't necessarily have to be a home run, but if he could get his batting average up to 315, I think he could win the Triple Crown.
Yep. And he is walking to the mound right now.
Yeah, because he has enough homers and enough RBIs to win. All right.
Yes. So also I saw earlier today that the Mariners signed Luis Castillo to an extension.
They're smart.
Yep.
Locking down a good player is always a good idea.
Yes. So according to ESPN, Luis Castillo, Seattle Mariners agreed to a 5-year, $108 million contract extension.
Wow. $108 million.
The first pitch is a foul.
Foul back. All right. Well, he pitched to him. He didn't throw it way outside or low like they were the last couple of nights. He's batting .314, 60 home runs, and 128 RBIs. Runs batted in. Pitches low. Count is 1-1. Vieros is the left-handed pitcher. The Maris family is present in Toronto watching in the first row. Oh, he's a righty. Berrios is a righty. He rocks and deals. It is a strike called. Count is 1-2 on Judgy. Low, in the dirt. Count is 2-2 against Judgy. They're showing Roger Maris's son. He's following Judgy to see if he wins or breaks the record. Check that. Ties the record at 61. Pitcher. Berrios rocks. He deals. It's outside and way low. Count is full. Every time they do this, they just waste a pitch outside and walk them. Let's see what happens now. That's what I've been seeing now the last couple of days. Here he goes. Pitcher rocks, deals. He throws it in the middle. Judgy slams it. It's caught. Oh, boy. Rocket line drive to the third baseman. Judgy's out. Bummer. Dang, he hit hard. He just did it to him. Oof.
Well, any other baseball topics you want to go over today in this baseball podcast?
Full stack tonight, but we're watching the Yankees and the Astros.
Yep. And
Let's
catch
go.
you here tomorrow on Blazing Baseball. Blazing through tomorrow's baseball topics. Peace.
Peace out.